about this question that you're answering.
Secretary Kerry was talking yesterday on CBS about when it comes to U.S. airstrikes in Syria, the U.S. can, quote, deconflict such attacks with the Syrian government. He said, quote, we will certainly want to deconflict to make certain that they're not about to do something that they might regret. Can you explain to the American people what he's saying there? Because it's obviously a very much different situation from Iraq, where we have been invited in to attack ISIS. In the case of Syria, President Assad may respond.
Well, just to be real clear, Ed, the United States is not coordinating with the Assad regime regarding any contingency plans that the United States military is developing. As we've made very clear, the United States will take lawful action when our people are threatened, regardless of any geographic boundaries. We have seen that ISIL has disregarded the vanishing boundary between Iraq and Syria, and we're not going to be. The United States is not going to place ourselves at a strategic disadvantage by honoring a boundary that our enemies don't. But beyond that, I'm not in a position to telegraph in advance what our plans may be.
Secretary Kerry says, I want to make certain they're not about, he's talking about Assad, they're not about to do something they might regret. Is the president prepared if Syrian defense forces respond to U.S. warplanes going and launching airstrikes in Syria? Is the president prepared to take out Assad's defense forces?
Well, let me say it this way. There are a couple of ways, I think, to deal with this. The first is there are rules of engagement anytime that our men and women in uniform are put into harm's way. And so there will be rules of engagement that are related to any military orders that the president directs, military actions that the president directs. So I'd refer you to the Department of Defense for a detailed assessment of that. But it won't surprise you to know that there are contingencies related to self-defense when it comes to these sorts of rules of engagement. The other point that I'd make as it relates to Syria is, as you all know, and as has been publicly reported, earlier this summer, the president did authorize a military mission that put American boots on the ground into Syria to try to rescue American hostages that were being held by ISIL. That mission was a high-risk mission. There were a substantial number of American servicemen and women that were involved. That mission was executed flawlessly, but it unfortunately did not result in the safe rescue and return of American hostages. But I can say that, well, I think it is evident to anybody who's paying attention here that indicates the president's willingness to order the kind of military action that's required to protect the lives of American citizens, even if it means sending our military into Syria.